I hit 7 months of retention 2 days ago, and the biggest change that I've seen so far with myself, since this is the longest I've ever retained. My previous PR was 100 days. I just got done with the workout, so if I seem kind of tired, that's why. The biggest change recently has been the acknowledgement of how much energy I actually have, which can be overwhelming at times when you have so much shit you want to do, but in each moment you have to pick and choose like what you want to do. And when you have so many endeavors that you like to pursue, it can be kind of frustrating, but it's a good problem to have because you don't want to be low energy and not be able to do like anything at all, you know? So I gotta pick and choose, but I'm pretty chill about it most days, understanding that whatever gets done in the day, because I have so many creative ideas, that was what I was supposed to get done in the day, and that's okay. Whatever gets done during that day those were the things that needed to get done, and anything else wasn't supposed to get done on that day if it didn't get done. I don't realize the so-called benefits because it's so normal that it doesn't really feel like I'm retaining until I take pre-workout and I'm horny as shit. And I'm like, if I even think about sex, I'm going to actually nut during my workout mid-set. That shit's been happening, but I just feel like it's a battle. I like taking pre-workout, but I've noticed that my days feel more balanced when I don't take pre-workout, when I don't drink caffeine. I don't drink coffee. I only take pre-workout sometimes. And the days that I take caffeine, I noticed that maybe I could be like a tiny bit, very tiny though. It's not like it actually affects me, but like a tiny bit hornier and a little more on edge. So I do notice a balance with myself. When I don't take pre-workout, I just like it for the ritual. I like feeling like my face is about to fly the fuck off right before I get a pump in. But I feel like I handle it well, even though it makes me a little hornier. It's not a big deal. You should just do what you want to do. Your semen retention streak is going to look different from everyone else. If you want to drink coffee, I mean, drink coffee. I don't care. Like, just do what you want to do, bro. Another thing that I've noticed is like semen retention itself is just an amplifier. And I was thinking about how when you're depleted, it's like being in a 96 Honda Civic. You can control the car because it can only go so fast. And you can only manifest with the small amount of energy that you have. It's like having a cup of water, right? You got a cup of water, that's the energy. You got a cup of energy, and that energy could be negative or positive. Same shit on SR. Just because you're on SR doesn't mean that you're automatically positive, doesn't make you righteous, doesn't even mean that you overcame lust, doesn't mean shit. It just means you're on SR. It's basically adding a battery pack, some nitro to your car. So when you get on SR, it's like you moving from a 96 Civic, hopping into a Bugatti, and now that Civic probably only goes up to 100 miles an hour, and that's pushing it. So you have a certain level of energy. Let's just say you have a cup of energy. It could be negative or positive, right? But you manifest slower as a depleted fuck because you have less attention span, you have less focus, you have less energy. So you can't concentrate. And you also have less to pull from. So your tank can't affect very much because you have less energy to pull from. When you go into that Bugatti, now that motherfucker is like driving 100+ miles an hour every second. You can't go under 100 miles an hour once you get on SR. But that doesn't mean that you're going in the direction you want. That's what transmutation is. Transmutation is taking the energy and changing it into the direction that you want so that you can use the energy in an advantageous way for you. Because if you go from having a cup of energy to having a gallon of energy, it doesn't mean shit other than you have more energy. So it can still be negative energy. If you're not used to it, you will actually have a more horrifying experience. That's why it's so difficult for some men to do SR. Because you think that SR is the problem solver. It's not. You have to use the actual energy to create the life that you want. The law of attraction is in motion at all times, which means if you put a fucking battery pack on your car and you don't know how to drive that motherfucker, you can drive your ass to hell just as fast as you would be able to go to heaven, but you don't know how to drive the fucking car yet. You're used to driving the 96 Civic. That shit is slow, but it's more controlled for you. It's easier to handle. The energy is easier to handle. You have a cup of energy. It's easier to pull from that and do your little thing. Now you have a gallon of energy. Now you feel like I got a whole bunch of shit I want to do, but I also have to control a gallon of energy now. So everything is amplified. You feel like shit as a depleted fuck? Okay, you just kind of feel like shit. You're kind of numb. You feel good as a depleted fuck? Well, you kind of feel good. You're kind of fucking numb. You feel good on SR? You feel really fucking good. You feel like shit on SR? You feel like dog shit. Because you have so much energy that everything feels like a sore thumb when it comes to the negative thought patterns that you may have. It sticks out way more. You have to constantly stay in alignment with the new vibration that your contrast has laid out for you. If you're facing an unpreferable circumstance, which has birthed new desires within you, you have to align with those desires as fast as they were birthed, especially you being on SR. Because if you don't, you're going to feel like even more like shit. You're going to feel like shit. So a lot of the work consists of you having to stay in alignment with where you really want to go. Back to the car, you can't go under 100 miles an hour. You have to go 100+ miles an hour consistently. That's what SR feels like every day. But if you can't handle the actual energy, it's probably more detrimental to you, because you're driving, let's say you depleted fuck, you're driving in a Honda Civic. Shit's slow, so that's correlated to how fast you manifest. You're manifesting slower as a depleted fuck. But that could be a good thing if you don't know how to drive the fucking car, if you don't know where the fuck you're going. Because you driving slow to the bullshit and you driving slow to the good shit. You get in that Bugatti, you driving 200 miles an hour to the bullshit and you driving 200 miles an hour to the good shit. You understand? So it's like your mindset is the creator of your reality. What you think is the creator of your reality. That is the tool. Those are the ingredients of what you're creating. But you having a full sack isn't going to do shit for you if you're just thinking negatively. So if you don't know how to handle the energy, it's probably better if you don't do semen retention. Some guys are just not meant to do semen retention, and that's okay. You shouldn't have to feel bad just because you see people on fucking YouTube doing semen. There's a fucking screen. Go live your life. Go live your fucking life. I'm not gonna sit here and act like every motherfucker needs to hold in their balls. This shit is not normal. It's not normal because you're conquering your biology. I know I've said in the past that, oh, it's the natural state of man to... How is it natural? It's not natural. to do semen retention. Your natural state is procreation. But me included, none of us are making babies right now. So why the fuck you need to be nutting? You don't. You're probably nutting in a fucking sock or to some pixels. Then you can say, oh, it's your natural state, because that's unnatural. When it comes to that, obviously, fucking thoughts being on the pixels, unnatural. Going back to the car, now you're on SR. Now you're on 100 plus days, right? Like for me, I'm on 212. If I don't use the energy, I'm fucked. I'm completely fucked. Might as well not retain. There's no reason for you to retain if you're going to sit on your ass all goddamn day. Might as well be a depleted fuck and then get shit done as a depleted fuck, because you can handle the energy. You know what to do with a fucking, 1 gallon in your car. You know what to do. You can control that. But now you got 1,000 gallons in your fucking tank, and that shit is burning fast as fuck. You better learn how to direct the car, or you're going to drive into a brick wall and your ass is dead. Now what? The pressure that you feel, it's not external pressure. You don't feel external pressure on SR. You feel internal pressure. That's why it's so difficult, because as a depleted fuck, you don't feel internal pressure as much. You feel external pressure as a depleted fuck. If you're a part of this community, especially because you see everybody else retaining, you're like, oh, fuck, I'm a piece of shit. Yeah, you don't have to think that way, though. It's probably better if you're a depleted fuck. And I know people are going to be like, oh, you just don't want us to retain. You just don't want us to catch up to you. I don't give a fuck what you do. The number of days doesn't matter if you don't do shit with it. But I was just thinking back today, like during my workout, I'm like, motherfucker, I haven't missed a day. I haven't nutted in 7 months. That's not normal. Whoever says that shit is normal is not thinking logically. You know, like, you should, in nature's eyes, we're losers. I don't know if I told y'all this, but in nature's eyes, if you haven't procreated, you're a loser. And society is trying to teach you to not procreate. It's like brainwashing y'all that, like, oh, having kids is bad. I'm not going to tell you what you should want. But camera cut because of storage. I'm going to get back. Okay, so look. I'm not going to tell you what you should want, but anyway, I see that pattern where people are like, you shouldn't have kids, like all this shit. In my opinion, if you don't have kids, I'm not saying if you don't have kids, you're automatically a loser. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in nature's eyes, the only goal that your biology has is to reproduce. That's the only goal you have as a biological being. Semen retention surpasses that nature within yourself. It's unnatural because you're surpassing your animal instinct. I hate when the fucking video cuts. I hate editing my videos, and I hate having cuts in my fucking SR videos. So just bear with me on this shit. But all right, back to the manifestation part. I'm manifesting so fast, but I'm also manifesting the bad, unpreferable, just as fast as the good. But the thing is, because you're on SR, you're not going to manifest as many bad things as you did when you were depleted, because you have more self-respect, you have more self-value, and you're becoming more consciously aware. Also, I have so many deja vu moments. My dreams are extremely realistic. It feels like I'm just traveling to another place every night. It doesn't even feel like, you know how you have a dream, you're like recollecting what happened. It's kind of like a blurry ass movie. Nah, this shit feels real. Like my ass is going to a whole nother dimension, and I'm having like a different life and shit. Then I wake up, I'm here. This shit feels just as real as the fucking dream. And then I have these extremely detached moments where it's almost like depersonalization. If you've done psychedelics, if you've done drugs, you know what derealization is. Even if you smoke weed, maybe you had that shit. It's like where you think this shit is not real. It starts to feel unreal to you. You get disconnected from your character, but you also get connected to source consciousness. Like everybody's connected. Everybody is me, basically, because we are a reflection of each other. That shit is weird, because you can have the knowledge. When I was a depleted fuck, I had the knowledge of all this shit, the law of attraction. Okay, we're all one, you know, the one is all. But it wasn't able to integrate into my habits in the way that I actually process information, the way that my perspective surrounding reality influences my behavior in reality. It wasn't able to integrate until I really got this far on SR. And I'm much more in touch with that. So I'm paying more attention to my internal world consistently. It's like every day your internal world becomes brighter, more alive, more fulfilling to be in. That's a great thing, because you don't want to have to need things externally in order to fulfill your internal, you know, emotions or your thoughts and shit. It's like everything is birthing from you, which would make sense because you have the seed of life within you. If you cultivate that energy that can create a baby, it makes sense to me that that would fulfill you. That would fulfill like any desire that you have, because you just internally have it already. You internally have life flowing through you. So whatever you get involved in, it's like you see the brightest, you see the most positive aspects of any situation. That's probably been the most change. But to be honest, I don't see benefits anymore, in the sense like, oh, when you're on those first 30 days, it feels real dramatic. Yeah. Man, I hate the fucking cuts, man. I hate that the camera fucking cut out. But I'm learning right now that SR itself is not a problem solver. And I think that's what a lot of people think. You know, that SR is like this great thing. You get on SR, it's like a big deal. I know how I talked about this shit. But it's really just an amplifier of energy. It's just, like I said, the car scenario. It really feels like once you get on a high street, you're not even in the Bugatti anymore. You in a fucking jet, bro. You going through space and shit. And you have to control that motherfucker. That's how much energy you have. So I know some of you guys, there was a comment. Fuck you, by the way. Fucking hater. I never really let that shit get to me, but it's funny because they end up being depleted anyway. But I still have the heart to be like, I'm gonna help your ass out anyway, because I really know you're a reflection of me. But still, fuck you. You're fucking yourself up. So like, he's saying he can't get past day 3 and he's suffering. Yo ass probably need to stay at day 2. You should just keep going on day 2 streaks, because it's like 2-day streaks. Because like once you get past that, you haven't done the previous. It's like you need to do like prerequisite work to actually get on a high streak on SR. Like you're not gonna be able to just fall into a high streak. Everybody that I know who's on a high ass streak, like they've already done the shadow work to allow more energy to flow. If you're suffering, bro, imagine you being on SR, having a fucking huge ass tank of energy. You think anything's gonna change if your mindset doesn't change? No, you're just gonna have a full ass tank of energy and you still gonna be a bitch. You still gonna be a negative person. You still gonna be hating yourself. Now you're gonna have pressure on you and then no relief, because you don't know how to control the energy. You don't know how to channel it. You don't know how to transmute it. So now you just have a full sack of energy, a huge tank that is pushing you to do shit that you don't even know how to do. Then you're gonna hate yourself even more. Plus you have no relief that you're used to having. So for scenarios like that, and then some other guy, he said he's on TRT, he's an older dude, whatever. I don't give a fuck what you do. But you asking me like, will the benefits come in? Think about you holding in the very power that creates life. Doesn't matter what you're after. The benefits, whatever you want to call it, is going to happen, bro, in its own time. Depending on how depleted you've been, you may not see changes for fucking months, bro. You may not see shit happen other than you just having more energy. But the energy itself, because this is enough power to create a baby, the energy itself will start to fulfill your physical being, your vessel, in ways that are going to it's going to happen naturally in its own time. So you're going to get the glow, you're going to get whatever in its own time. But that may not be important to your particular vessel. You understand? Maybe you just need to be that guy that goes on week streaks. Like, I'm going to go for a week, I'm going to go for another week, I'm going to go, because you can't handle more than that. But that doesn't mean that the energy's not healing you. It's still healing you. But that's all that you can handle. It's like diving into the deep end when you can't even fucking swim. You got to go back to the kiddie pool, motherfucker. You can't swim here. It's just too much energy for you. So I don't think you should feel bad, especially if you guys are super young. Some of you guys are like 14 years old and you're like trying to do like a year streak after you've been depleted for the past 3 years. Bro, if you do that, that's great, but don't do something that's actually being more detrimental. And I know that sounds like, oh, you don't want us to retain all this bullshit. No, don't do something that is literally frustrating you. There has been so many days, and I never see anybody talk about this. There has been so many days where I don't feel like I'm retaining. I'm not doing a good job at transmuting the energy. And that's just some human shit. I don't know why everybody in this fucking community want to act like just because they're on SR, they're a god. Like, yes, we're the creator of our reality, but nobody taught us that. Like, I wasn't taught that I'm the creator of my reality. I had to figure that shit out on my own. Felt like I was playing a fucking Resident Evil puzzle, bro. On my damn, like, by my damn self, I had to figure out all this shit, put the pieces together, and I was like, holy fuck. Why the fuck is what I think manifesting shit? And then I find out about the law of attraction. So it's like, you can't focus on something that is becoming so frustrating for you that's not allowing you to do shit. Like, I remember even when I was a depleted fuck, there was no way in hell at that time, I hadn't done the inner work. There was no way in hell I'd be able to be on the streak I'm at now. Right now, I'm able to be on the streak that I'm at now. So it's like, if you relapse, don't be mad at yourself because you can't handle the energy. Do the inner work so that you can handle the energy, which means being more positive. Actually having steps already placed out, paving the way so that once you do have that much energy, you know how to use it. Because if you don't know how to use it, now all you're doing is sitting on your ass, focusing on, oh my God, I can't come. Now you look like a dumbass. Now you have a full tank of energy and all you're thinking about is your dick and how to stay away from it. That's like, if you just nutted, then you could go like, okay, now the fucking feeling's gone and now you can go do what you need to do. You can go to work and not have to have a hard dick in front of everybody. You know what I mean? Like, you can just get shit done. Like, at that time, I was still getting hella shit done, but I couldn't handle that much energy. I could drive the 96 Civic comfortably. If someone put me in a damn Bugatti going 200 miles an hour, I would be dead. You understand? You're not able to handle that much energy if your body hasn't acclimated to it. I had to build up. Okay, 30 days. Okay, 60 days, 90 days. Okay, going plus 90 days. And then over streaks, it's not like I never had binge ass moments. Like, every time I relapsed, it was a one and done. And then I'm just like, fuck that shit. You know what I mean? I get back on and then I'm like, okay, let's go further. And then, okay, you went 30 days last time. Let's say you nutted twice. Let's say you relapsed. You did a little bit of a binge. You got some, 2 nuts out. Now you feel a little less, but you're not going straight back. Now your body has already acclimated a bit. Okay, fuck. All right, let's go 60. All right, let's double it up. Now my body's more acclimated. Now I can handle it more. Now I already know, okay, I got to be training. Okay, now I got to have some creative outlet. Okay, now I got to focus on my business. Now I got to focus on school. There's more that I can do. But if you have that much pressure, because your trauma is going to come out too. Now you got to face all that shit that you was escaping from because you was just busting nuts. Every time you felt stressed, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna nut. You know what I mean? But now, all that shit that you weren't facing, it pops up. You can't run. Also, don't do drugs, don't smoke weed, and don't drink, because is dopamine like inducing, like it's gonna give you dopamine, and it can be an escape. It can be, bro. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you exactly like, oh, if that shit's working out for you somehow, do you? But I noticed that it was always an escape for me. Like, I used to smoke hella weed, and I thought I sounded hella smart on that shit, bro. But I would just do it to escape. Like, I'd be like, oh, well, I can't nut, so I'm gonna just go smoke a blunt. Like, is you still wasting time. Like, it probably would have been better if I just nutted and then like went about my day. You know what I mean? Like, instead of just sitting on my dick, just being like, fuck, bro, I'm horny as hell. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I'm just smoking blunt after blunt after blunt, sitting on a full sack, not knowing what to fucking do with the energy, and then I'll go to sleep, wake up the next day and do the same shit. Oh, but I'm on 90 days though. Yeah, and you high as hell and you don't know what the fuck you're doing. So, oh, but you're retaining your life force energy. But this is life too. I have to get shit done. Like, why not just go, like, especially if you have a girlfriend or if you're with your wife and some shit, and you're fucking killing yourself. Like, you're looking at her and you're like, I want to fuck the shit out of my girl right now, but I look like a complete dumbass because all I can do is stare at the fucking wall for 16 hours a day, or else I'm gonna fuck my pillow. And if I don't like look at some cardboard or look at a fucking pineapple, then I'm gonna turn into a fucking porn star, and you can't even think. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're so fucking horny, you can't even fucking think. How is that natural? How is that natural at all? So what I'm saying is, make sure you know what to do with the energy before you think you can go on a fucking year streak. There's no way in hell, if I talked to myself 3 years ago, I'm like, you gotta hold your nuts in for a straight year, I would have shot myself in the damn face if I had to do that shit, because there's too much pressure. It's too much. It's not like, okay, you get on SR and you just get all these fucking benefits and that's all this like fluffy shit and bitches are just like, running to you and just, no, it is straight up pressure. Your ass gets up as soon as your eyes fucking open up, you feel like you have to go to war. Like, you have so much energy, like, I can go take over the world, fucking create 10 businesses in one day, fucking make 30 albums, go train, go run a marathon. It's like, holy shit, I don't know what to fucking choose. On top of that, you have the internal pressure, which is telling you, you got to get shit done. You got to get shit done, because it's just it's creation. It's creative force. That's all the energy is. It's creative force that wants you to create. But if you don't know what the fuck to do, you're fucking yourself over, because now you got a fucking jetpack on you and you don't know where to fly. Might as well take the jetpack off and just walk to wherever you want to go. You know you're going to get there because you can handle walking, but you can't handle the fucking jetpack. Yeah, the jetpack's going to take you to where you want to go faster, but if you don't know how to use it, what the fuck is the point? And that goes hand in hand with manifestation, because you're manifesting faster on SR, but if you don't know how to control your mind, now you're fucked, because you're going to manifest the bad shit just as much as the good shit. So you have to practice meditation. You have to practice getting used to the energy, knowing what it feels like in your body, like knowing the triggers too. Like, shit, if I drink caffeine, my dick gonna be hard for the next 6 hours. How am I gonna handle that? Well, fuck, I'm gonna be on the fucking treadmill for 6 hours, or I'm gonna be at the gym for 6 hours, or I'm gonna be working on some shit for 6 hours. You know what I mean? But if you don't understand your triggers, now you feel like a fucking loser, which is not the point of any of this or the community. Regardless of what I said in the past, it's not the fucking point. The point is, get a little better each day. What can I do today that's going to get me better? If you are fucking killing yourself to hold one nut in, what the fuck is the point of that? What's the fucking point of going a whole ass week and you're on retention and you ain't get shit done, but think, oh my God, I want cheeks so bad, but I'm not going to bust. Oh my God, every woman I look at is just, oh my God. You know what I mean? It's like a woman passes you by and all you can think about is your hard dick. And you're just like, holy fuck, dude, I'm so fucking horny right now. What the fuck is the point of that? Instead of just being like, I'm gonna just go blow this shit out and then I can go to fucking work like a calm motherfucker. You know what I mean? Oh, but it makes you docile, it makes you, that's your mindset around it. If you think that it makes you into a docile puppy, like me saying that shit in the past, I'm thinking, was I really a docile puppy? Or now am I just more strict with how I use my energy? You know what I mean? Like, I'm so strict to the point where it's like, well, yeah, maybe when I was depleted, I had less of a, like, I cared less about how I would leak my energy. Meaning, like, if someone was talking about some bullshit with me, I'd be like, okay, I might entertain this shit. But now it's like, you want to talk some bullshit? Bitch, get the fuck out of my face, because I have to go do some shit because I have all this internal pressure of life force energy that is pushing me to go do things. But if you're not doing anything and you're just sitting on a big elephantitis ass sack, what the fuck is the point of you being on a year? If you went a year on retention and your life looks exactly the same from a year ago, bitch, be depleted. Fucking be normal, bro. This shit is not for everybody. It's not for everybody, because the purpose of you being on retention is to get shit done, to actually use the energy. And that doesn't have to be physical all the time. It could be mental. It could be you raising your vibration, you starting to think more positive, which you should be doing already, motherfucker. So that's the thing, is like, what's the point of me being, because I'll have some days where I'm like, man, I already trained twice. I already made fucking 2 albums today. Bitch, I just want to go to sleep. It's 5 in the morning and I can't fucking sleep. Like, what the fuck? I feel like I could fuck a whole community right now. Like, that's how much energy you got, right? And you're just like, oh my God. Yeah, you got to do more. Like, it's going to ask more of you, which means that you got to learn, you got to have habits that are already pre-paved for you to go and fucking do. Because if you don't have anything, now you just sitting in bed with a hard dick and you're like, holy fuck, I can't bust. Holy fuck, I can't bust. If I bust, I'm a loser. If I bust, I'm a depleted fuck. Oh my God, I'm gonna get called in a depleted fucking Rin's new video. If I fucking bust right now, oh my fuck, if I bust right now, I'm gonna shoot myself in the face. Might as well bust instead of shooting yourself in the fucking face. You understand? You're gonna be, what, 2 weeks on retention, not looking at anybody, acting like a fucking weirdo just so you don't bust? At times, I was getting more done when I was a depleted fuck. Like I said, there will be times, even on this streak, yeah, my nuts are full, but there's so much shit that I want to do that I can't even fucking pick and choose. I'm like, fuck, am I going to go to the gym right now? Am I going to go record right now? Am I going to go, program this shit for a client? And like, what the fuck, bro? I got so much shit I want to do right now. Just pick, bro. Just pick one. Whatever you get done in that day is whatever you're supposed to get done. But if you're not used to the energy and it's so much and you like, holy fuck, dude, this is so much energy. Like, I'm getting women attraction. My dick is hard as fuck. I feel like I could fuck a wall and my dick would be fine. Why not just nut and then go about your day like go and do shit? You know what I mean? Like, go and get shit done. Oh, but you're more intense on SR. Like, you're gonna be better at everything you do. Yeah, maybe. But if you can't focus, what the fuck is the difference? If all you can think about is not clapping cheeks, maybe it's not for you. But that shouldn't have to make you feel like a loser, though. Because then that's like SR turning into like some religion, and you're no different than religious fucks who are like, oh, well, if you don't follow Jesus, you're going to go to hell, and I fucking hate you. And I was like, bro, chill, bro. Like, aren't you supposed to be loving? Like, aren't you supposed to be like accepting and shit? I think Jesus would be more loving than you, right? But most of his followers are some fucking haters. Are some like, bitch, if you don't do what the fuck I want you to do, fuck, devil got you. It's like, bro, chill. You don't have to do this shit, bro. It's not for everybody. But for the people that are doing it and know how to use the energy, it's super beneficial. Because like I said, okay, maybe you was in that 96. It's like this situation. It's perfect for the type of person who feels like this. You're in that 96 Civic. That bitch slow. You was driving that shit for 5 years. You've been a depleted fuck for 5 years. That bitch been so slow. You get into the good shit slow. You get into the bad shit slow. It just slow. The amount of energy you have just slow. You don't have, or for this specific type of person, you have a lot of goals. You have a lot of endeavors, but your energy is just slow. It's low. All right, you get in that fucking Bugatti. Now you know how to push that motherfucker. Now you're like, okay, well, I got this shit planned. I got this shit planned. I know how to do this, this, and that. I already got my habits. You know what I mean? I already got my gym, my training intact, all of this shit intact, my business intact. Regardless of how built it is, I already got the habits in place. So now I can just go and do that shit. But for the person that's like, well, I ain't really got that many goals. I just want to kind of get by and like, you know what I mean? Like, I just kind of want to just be happy, just be at peace. SR's not going to make you happy every fucking day, bro. It's not going to make you happy. Like I said, it's an amplifier. So if you have negative feelings, you're going to feel like putting a bullet in your fucking dick. Like, if a person is more like, oh, well, I have low energy, but I can get what I want done, and then, like, I can fuck off, and then, like, I still feel fine. Well, that person getting in the fucking Bugatti, they're going to kill themselves. Now they have all this energy, they don't even know where the fuck to put it. It's like, bitch, might as well go back to the fucking Civic. You can drive the Civic, you know how to control it, you know where to go. Now you in the Bugatti. Bitch, you make the wrong turn, you're done. So, and what I mean is, you manifesting so fast, if you're not consciously aware of your thoughts, motherfucker, you may put yourself in a horrible situation on SR. You have too much energy. Wherever your attention goes is where energy flows. Before, you had a little bit of energy. Okay, you think about something, it's like, okay, just fucking little bit of energy goes into it. You on SR, you think about something negative, a fuck ton of energy goes into it. But the same goes for positivity. You get it? So now you driving a fucking jet, you flying a jet, but you know how to drive it, you know how to fly it. Now it's like, well, I'm not scared. I know how to control the energy. Now I know where to go. I know exactly where I want to go, and I know how to get there. I know how to use the energy to get there. Okay, then this shit for you. Now you actually know what to do. But there's too many people who do this and feel horrible about themselves because they intuitively think it's unnatural for them. They don't actually have very many goals. They don't actually have the prerequisites to get on a high streak, but they watch the videos and then they feel like a loser because they have people on the screen telling them that if they don't do this, they're a fucking loser or they're a simp. No, dude, it's probably just not for you. Like, you don't have to do what other people are doing just because they make it seem masculine or cool. Like, think about what you want to do in life, bro. Who the fuck you want to be? Do you want to just be like average, regular person? Like, the amount of shit that I do in a day is not regular. These retainers that are on plus 300, plus 400, they're not regular. They're not regular people. Most of these motherfuckers who are on high streaks on this platform, they not regular, bro. They have shit that they actually want to do in life that takes you flying in a fucking jet to get that shit done. Because once you get in that jet in correlation to what you want to get done, where you want to go, it's much more rational to get in the fucking jet, because even in the jet, it's still going to be something that's tolerable to them. You understand? If they try being in the fucking Civic, getting to where they want to go with their goals, with their habits, bitch, they never going to get there.